It's a beautiful setting for a game of football, and we are back live. It's match day for match number 10 at the national group stage here in Navi Mumbai. It's Mohun Bagan Super Giants up against Muthoot FA. Both teams off to a good start in their respective first games on the 24th of March. It's about stretching that lead.
Let's walk out ASAP. Let's walk out ASAP.
Walk out now, please.
Okay.
Ball front.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय है भारत भाग्य विधाता जय है जय है जय है जय 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 है.
It's going to be a humdinger of a contest between two top sides in Indian football. Muthoot FA up against Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Finished top of the pile in the regional qualifiers. Finished second in the zonal group stage. Mohun Bagan up against Muthoot FA. Who've topped the table in the zonal group stage as well as in the regional qualifiers. Just one defeat in the 15 games they've played in the last two phases. Muthoot FA and are looking top-notch quality in the national group stage as well. Both teams secured their first 3 points in the national group stage. It's all about getting that second victory and stretching that lead in Group B. The two captains, Amandeep for Mohun Bagan, Nasif Rahman for Muthoot FA, alongside the match officials. Dinesh Shivnarayan Yadav would be leading the refereeing contingent for this fixture. I will have the assistance of Viraj Kishore and Anil Desai. Rajesh Kumar Kanodia for today would be serving his duties as the fourth official for this fixture. And here's how Mohun Bagan Supergiant start this game. Priyanshu Dubey, as always, starts in between the sticks. Sahil Inamdar, Setoko, Mamandeep, Livan Kastenha, Sandeep Malik, Vian Vinay, Le Pokpam Singh, Pasang Tamang, Umar Mukhtar, Tumsol Ton Singh. And those starting out on the bench, Mohammad Niaz, Haukip, Ningunam Singh, YP, Nishar, Loitan Bam Singh, Marshall Isco, Tapan Haldar, and Pabitra Mandi. And Teki Cardozo is the coach of this solid side from Mohun Bagan. For Muthoot FA, Mohammad Anas, Mohammad Samad, Nandu Krishna, Nabin Rajan, Harshal Rahman, Abdul Samad, beg your pardon, Abid KB, Jishnu, Jobin Joseph, Nasif Rahman, and Arjun. And substitutes Mohammad Ansil, Akshay, Mohammad Siad, Yash, Alfaz, Anil, Mohammad Samir, and the rest to follow. And off we go here at the Reliance Corporate Park in Navi Mumbai. Going from left to right on your screens are Mohun Bagan Supergiant, who played Mumbai City FC in their opening encounter. And 2 goals on either side of the half-time break, making sure they get those 3 crucial points in the early stage of this group. Muthoot faced Classic Football Academy, and courtesy a goal from Arjun Raj in the second half. Getting their share of 3 points as well. One change for Mohun Bagan Supergiant in the starting 11. Raj Basfor goes out and Umar Mukhtar has been drafted into the playing 11. A few changes for Muthoot. Nandu, Nasif, Arjun and Abdul Samad get a look into the side, and out goes Ansel, Arjun Raj, Yash and Alfaz. And some of those, of course, starting out on the bench. Got a solid back three. Mohun Bagan Supergiant in Umar Mukhtar, Hamandeep and Livan Castena. Conceded only 1 goal in the regional qualifiers. An early free kick for Mohun Bagan. Long ball pushed forward. Hands go up in the air, asking for a corner. It looks like he has been heard by the ref, and the first corner of the game goes to Mohun Bagan. And Sibajit, who scored that first goal in the game against Mumbai City FC. Targets the near post. Back with Pasang. Here's Tongsin. Lobs one over. Hamandeep. Couldn't quite keep it in. Muthoot semi-finalist of the 2024 edition. Lost to East Bengal FC in the penalties. Went on to score, went on to win the third place encounter against Bengaluru. They've topped the table in the last 3 editions in the regional as well as in the zonal stages of the competition. And this time they would be eyeing for the national championship stage once again. He plays it down the line. No space to turn. Mohun Bagan still has the ball. He's trying to work it through. There was an overlapping run from Livan Castenha. Is Naseef. No eyes will be on Abid KB. Has been plundering goals in both the last two phases. And couldn't quite get on the score sheet in the last fixture. With the man of his quality would be raring to go. 14 goals already, right on top of the table. Abid. Is Mohun Bagan. Again, lofted forward. Deflects it with a header. It's opening up nicely towards the left side. Here's Mohun Bagan, still going strong. And takes the strike at the target. And forces a save out of Muhammad Anas. It's a good recent run. First up from Pasang Dorji Tamang. Lost an over inside. A high boot. That's going to be a free kick to Muthoot. Enjoyed a lot of the ball in the initial 6-7 minutes here. Mohamed Anas. Six clean sheets for Muthoot in the last two phases. It's been a combined effort of Mohammad Siad, Mohamed Anas and Fadil Ahmed. Have done well in the national groups stage as well against CFA. Maintained a clean sheet in that fixture as well. Here's Mohun Bagan, Omar Mukhtar. He got 15 minutes under his belt in the previous game. Omar Mukhtar gets to start this one. First time Mukhtar was the call. Gets dispossessed. Here's Muthoot now. Habeen taking on Umar Mukhtar towards the left. And still Habeen gets the cross in. Draws in a clearance from Sahil Namdar. Still with Muthoot through Samad. Goes back. Naseef. Fortuitously, the ball finds Muthoot through Arjun. Here's Arjun. Strikes first time, and that's going to be a corner. You don't want to allow any sniff for these boys in yellow. They've got absolute pace going forward with the likes of Samad and Abin Rajan. The first corner for Muthoot. In the last game, they scored from a set piece. And the man who scored is not featuring in the squad today, Arjun Raj, who had the armband in the last game. A long wait for Abin Rajan. Looks like something is hurt. Mohammad Anas has been looked at by the medical staff. It could be an eye bug there, just making sure gets it sorted. Got Tamim Nandu Krishna Jobin Joseph in the back line. Muthoot Efe. And they will have the task to keep the likes of Serto Combe, Vian Winnie out for another 80 minutes. And start their campaign on the 9th of December against PFC Kerala. A drawn game followed by a win against Gokulam Kerala FC. And then won the last 3 games in the regional qualifiers. Right, Abin is all set. Delivers the near post. A header! Kisses the crossbar and goes out. They came tantalizingly close this time. Heads do go up. And might have come off Amandeep. Not quite sure from the angle. There's Muthoot once again. Lifts it over the back line, but straight at Priyansh Dubey. Here's Abin once again. Driving inside. A couple of touches in the box. Not allowed to carry forward. There's a push from Umar Mukhtar is what's been claimed. There is a corner. Third in as many minutes for the boys in yellow. Just in the nick of time before he could get away from Umar Mukhtar there, Abin Rajan. Here goes Abin once again, targeting that near post, and this time cleared away. Samad towards Abin once again. There's Sibajit. He goes down on the ground this time and retreats from that. Sibajit Singh up against Arjun M. Pretty soft in the end. Have to try and regroup, re-strategize themselves in the back line. The ball finds a white shirt. Again, trying to drive forward, but a tackle is catching him in his tracks. Pasang Dorji Tamang. Mandeep. Again, launched forward. Easy collection for Mohammad Anas. Serto Combe with the duties of a high press. He scored thrice in the regional qualifiers, Serto Combe. There's Umar. Space ahead. Again, a long ball pushed forward. Again, launched in the air. Sandeep Malik. Zamandeep. Sahil back with Amandeep once again. Again goes airborne into the final third. Taken away by Mohun Bagan. In comes the cross and an easy collection once again for Mohammad Anas had the time and space on the ball to try and get a perfect one towards the back post. Levan Castenha, the man on that occasion. Here's Abin Rajan now. Pushes it forward. Nicked away by Muthoot Efe once again through Abin Rajan. And gets it out of that clutter towards the other side. He's asking for the ball and has been provided. And not efficient enough. Still Muthoot Efe right in the middle of the park. Has got Abin waiting towards the left. Here's Abin on the ball. Gets the cross in and sent out. Thongsin. And spreads it towards Pasang Dorji Tamang. Not being allowed to push forward. Swift switch in the play and evades everybody and goes out. Not enough chances created in the first quarter. Looks like for a moment Muthoot Efe would go on to score from the set piece. It came off a wide shed. Keeper is the shout for Sahil Namdar. Makes the right decision in the end. In doubling up on the numbers, here's Mohun Bagan. Leaves it for Levan Castenha. Pushes back. And Sibajit. Swift passing in their own half. Here's Amandeep. Getting out of the way, allowing some space for Mukhtar, who lifts one towards the center. Again, not being allowed to turn there. It was a bit rash in the end. And the ref was rightly placed. Launch forward inside the box and straight at Mohammad Anas. Doesn't have to move an inch. There's Muthoot Efe now. Trying to bring it forward. And again, Hassan doing his defensive duties. We've enjoyed a lot of the ball in the first 15 minutes, Mohun Bagan Super Giants. And haven't been able to create anything substantial from the ball possession. There's Pasang. A quick switch and into those open spaces. And Setokom up against Naseef and has been pushed to go back. Here's Sandeep Malik. Knocking it towards Sibajit Singh. Goes further back towards Sahil. Here's Amandeep now. Looking for options. Back with Sahil. And Sibajit pushes forward. Here's Umar Mukhtar. Sandeep drops deep. To try and link it up. Amandeep with underlap. Lifted inside. But this could be dangerous now! There comes the first one! Mohun Bagan Super Giants have managed to break the deadlock here. Vian Vijay gets on the score sheet. Agony for one team, ecstasy for the other. A defensive lap. And Vian was rightly placed to call the shots. And Mohammad Anas with no chance. Gets his second in as many games, Vian Vijay. Scruff off the ground, and there's little Anas could have done. Couldn't quite get the clearance at the right time. Muthoot FA. That's an absolute howler. This is fourth goal in the competition. Scored 3 in the zonal group stage as well. Vian Vijay. Fifth, beg your pardon, because they scored in the previous game as well against Mumbai City FC. They've got some catching up to do now. Muthoot FA. Much was expected of that back line, and not getting that coordination right, not getting the clearance, and have paid a heavy price. It's a slender lead, but might just give an opportunity for Mohun Bagan to up the ante. And Zamandeep. And here's Muthoot FA. They'll have to try and sting a few passes together. Keep the ball. Push it forward. Here's Naseef. Plays it down the line. And have concedes the possession, but retrieves pretty swiftly through Abhin Rajan. Here's Jinshu. Gets into those open spaces towards the right. Scans, delivers inside the box, and straight away sent out by a white shirt. And Sibajit for Sahil. Gets the clearance. Half of the first half. Mohun Bagan in the driver's seat at the moment. Again, Naseef for Arjun. Arjun one-on-one with Livan Kestenha. Gets it away, but not able to get that cross. A block from Livan Kestenha. And it's going to be a corner for Muthoot FA. They came pretty close the last time from the set piece. Abhin Rajan trusted again with his deliverables. Targets the back post. An easy collection for Priyansh Dubey. Seven clean sheets in the last two phases for Priyansh Dubey. There's Livan. Mizumar again trying to organize. Still haven't seen a beat involved for Muthoot FA. Here's Naseef now. Livan against Abhin. Muthoot gets the ball. Lob forward. Takes it on the turn. Livan Kestenha. Not quite carried forward. There's Mukhtar now. Under pressure from Abid. The ball finds a yellow shirt through Samad. Here's Arjun. Releases a beat towards the left. Gets it away from Sandeep. Takes a deflection and goes behind for another corner. The corners are coming thick and fast for Muthoot FA. Still struggling to get that quality ball into those spaces in front of the target. There goes Abin once again towards the back post. Muthoot FA get the ball. It's uncontested. Here's Abin against Sandeep Malik. Nandu doubling up on the number. Nandu inside. Straight at Priyansh once again. That is something they'll have to keep try and doing consistently. There hasn't been those enough chances from Muthoot FA so far. He is dispossessed. Here's Muthoot FA now. Abin towards the far left, making that run. We've got a couple of options waiting in the center. And that's going to be another corner on the other side this time for Muthoot FA. Will the change in the side affect a change in the passing range for the boys in yellow? Lofted in the center. Momentary slip up, but Pouches on the second attempt. There's Naseef. Sent back towards Naseef. Here's Abin. Was dropped in deep. And fortuitously, the ball finds Abdul Samad. Goes further wide. And again, that final ball letting them down. And that has been the story so far from the open play. They haven't been able to penetrate much better this time, but he was flagged offside. There's going to be a drinks break and an opportunity for Muthoot FA to try and re-strategize themselves. Been chasing the game after they conceded from here on. Not quite sure if he was caught in two minds there. Defensive lapse. Jobin Joseph paid a heavy price in the end. Here's Umar Mukhtar. Again, the RD has to try and get the likes of Sertocom, Vian Winnie. Some of those long balls have been into those open spaces with no man's land. Here's Sandeep. Does well to win the ball back. Here's Sibajit. Pretty swift switch in the play. Here's Amandeep carrying it forward, plays it down the line. Much better from Mohun Bagan. But that final ball letting them down. Pretty swift in their movement. That left channel has been their preferred route of operation so far in the first couple of quarters. Has been flagged offside for the second time in the last 5 minutes. And that is something you'll have to try and cut that out as soon as possible. Abid KB was the main man. There's Umar. And goes airborne towards Liwan Kestenha. Lofted over towards Vian, and Jobin just sees it out. Scored 15 goals in the regional qualifiers, Muthoot FA, averaging 3 per game. Plundering goals left, right and centre. And managed 21. There's a decent opportunity for Muthoot FA. And that's knocked out, but the ref was there. Rightly placed to make that call. He points to the spot. He's been waved off here, Umar Mukhtar, by the linesman. There you have it. There was the cross. He takes it on the chest. Abid. Umar Mukhtar. From this angle, not quite certain if he got the ball or the man. It was going to be a huge moment in the game. They didn't create enough chances, Muthoot FA. This is completely against the run of play. They've been awarded a penalty. Here's Abid up against Priyansh Dubey and puts it in. Brilliantly struck, low and firm, into the bottom corner and gets his 15th of the campaign. Muthoot FA are back to level terms in this game. Just the kind of lifeline you would need in the first half. And that should give themselves a bit of a confidence going into the halftime break, which is about 10 minutes from now. Mukhtar. Kestenha has dropped in deep. Has invited a bit of a pressure from Abin Raj. Has been whistled against. And here's how he took it. Very calm, composed. Gets the right side, but couldn't get a hand behind that one. Here's Umar looking for the right possible option to try and get that throw in. Here's Sahil again on those long balls, knocks it down. Here's Vian, who's still giving it a chase. He didn't like something there. It was headed down on Nasif and Vian colliding. Nothing untoward in the aftermath of it. There's Muthoot. Again from that left channel. Gets it out of that clutter. Trying to lob that. Ball finds a white shirt. Shifts it towards the other side. But a very timely clearance. For a moment, looked like Levon Castena was in with a shout. Nabin Rajan was backtracking. The moment he got a sniff of it, just knocks it behind for a corner. And Sibajit Singh makes his run towards the top of his mark. Lifts it over towards the near post. Ahera goes behind. Here's Pasang for Sibajit. Spreads it towards his right. Pasang is there for the collection. Pasang against Abin. Eight minutes left in the normal time plus the injury added odd time. Mukhtar sent out. Sibajit once again doing their defensive duties. Muthoot. Most of the attacks in the first half from Mohun Bagan Super Giants have come from the left channel. And the goal as well. It was a huge defensive error from Jobin Joseph. There's Mohun Bagan with another patient build-up. Taking their time. Here's Umar Mukhtar. Again, a long ball. There's Samad. Kestena pushes it back towards Mukhtar. Sibajit peppers it towards the right. Again, not on the same plane there. Seto Kom and Sandeep Malik. Put in a proper shift this morning. Sibajit Singh has been everywhere. Trying to link the back line and the midfield. Has been drawn towards the right flank to try and add a bit of width to their attack. And there's Umar advancing. And spots Sibajit in some space. Pushes it forward towards Seto Kom. Gets dispossessed. But again, given away cheaply by Muthoot. Lovely back flick, but wasn't expecting that. There's very little he could have done with that first goal. Mohammad Anas. Safe as houses otherwise. Here's Levon. Back with him. Sahil. Pushing forward. Gets it away from the first. Pasang steps over and ends up overrunning it. Looked like a very definitive move into the box. Was fizzled out in the end. A swift switch in the play, but finds Umar Mukhtar in the process. And Sibajit now. Amandeep. And squares up towards Sibajit. Goes sideways towards Umar. Bit of a press from Arjun. Very calm, composed back three of Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Again, have been guilty of conceding the possession on more than one occasion. They have to try and get that passing game going. Here's Abin Rajan now. Pushes it down the line, and again, the quality has been lacking in the final third from Muthoot. Takes his on his chest and turns. Here's Muthoot now. He's got two waiting in the center. And that extra touch has allowed the back line to settle in. Plus, he was starting from an offside position once again. Losing count of how many times they've been flagged offside in the first half. Muthoot. 2 minutes and a thick bit left in the normal time. Barring the goals, it's otherwise has been a very somber first half by both the sides. Here's Umar. And shepherded out by Jishnu this time. Or Nandu Krishna, beg your pardon. Back with Umar. And Sahil loves that one inside with three white shirts waiting in the box. To the final few seconds in the normal time. Trying a lovely bit of a give and go there. Here's Muthoot now. Arriving inside. He takes the strike and makes a meal out of it. Had got two options waiting in front of the target. Not quite sure if that was the best decision. Decides to go all by himself, but couldn't quite catch it clean. And 3 minutes have been added on. I tell you what, if one of these two sides can try and get a goal in the injury time, it's definitely going to change the half-time talk a little bit. Mohun Bagan Supergiant scoring the first one of the morning through Vian Vinay's goal, and then went on to concede from the spot. Those of you who have joined in late, this is match number 10 of the national group stage at the RFDL, being played at Reliance Corporate Park here in Navi Mumbai. A Group B fixture between Mohun Bagan Supergiant and Muthoot FA. Muthoot FA, the table toppers of the regional qualifiers as well as the zonal group stage, up against Mohun Bagan Supergiants, who topped the table themselves in the qualifiers and then finished second in the zonal group, second best to their arch rivals East Bengal Football Club. Was allowed to turn there and still have the ball. Muthoot FA and gets it out of that clutter. And Naseef launches that forward. Here's a beat now. Steps aside and continues with his run towards the left channel. Here's a beat. And Sandeep Malik does well. Well shielded. Was Sibajit. Again, a simple pass down the line. Here's Pasang. Shifted the flanks, was operating from the right. Lifts one over. And pushed back towards Sibajit. Has been forced to go back. Here's Siba once again. On the ball, scanning for the right option. The dying embers of the first half here. Here's Umar Mukhtar stepping up. Looks up. Delivers inside the box. Not getting the right clearance there. And that's the end of the first half here at the Reliance Corporate Park in Navi Mumbai. The game hangs in balance. Mohun Bagan Supergiant with an early brawl, scoring the first goal. And then Muthoot FA from the penalty spot, getting the game back to parity with a strike from Abid KB. So that's the halftime scoreline. Mohun Bagan Supergiant 1, Muthoot FA 1. Group B fixture, match number 10. And this is how it started. And two teams who have won their first games on the 24th of March, going head-to-head to try and extend their lead early on in the first half. Arjun driving inside, and this one came pretty close. Rattled the crossbar. It came off Sibajit's shoulder, I believe. It was pretty lively inside the first couple of quarters. Abin Rajan There was a flurry of corners conceded to Muthoot FA. Couldn't quite make the most of it. And this was the moment. Jobin Joseph couldn't quite get the clearance just at the right time. Leaves the ball, and Vian Winne with the finish. And on the other side of the pitch, a clumsy challenge by Umar Mukhtar presented an opportunity for Abid Kebi, who managed to score his 15th goal of the campaign towards the left of Priyansh Dubey. Made a full dive and couldn't quite get a strong hand down in the right time. Injury time. An opportunity wasted for the attack. And here's how halftime stats look like: 50% of the ball to Mohun Bagan Supergiant, 49% to Muthoot FA. 6 chances created, 4 landing on target for Mohun Bagan. 4 chances with 3 on target for Muthoot FA. 8 tackles to 6. 2 corners to Mohun Bagan Supergiants as compared to 5 for Muthoot FA. And just one offside flag against Muthoot in the first set of 45. So that's the halftime scoreline. There's going to be an interesting game of football coming our way after a short break. Do stay tuned with us. Back live for the start of the second half between Mohun Bagan Supergiant and Muthoot FA. Game pretty much in balance at the moment. It's one all at the moment with Rian Winage striking for Mohun Bagan and Muthoot FA through Habib KB's strike from the spot, getting them back to parity. It's a pretty strong squad for Mohun Bagan Supergiants. Still got the likes of Niyaj, Haukip, Henson, YP, Nishar, who are sitting out on the bench. Muthoot FA have got the services of Alfaz, Fabil, as well as Mohammad Shiaz, who can come on at any given point of time in the second half. Pretty rejuvenated Muthoot FA side after scoring to get themselves back into the contest. Right, all set. And off we go once again. Going from right to left on your screens are Mohun Bagan. A flick by Amandeep ends up giving the ball away. And that is something Muthoot FA would have to try and keep doing, because they were leveled in terms of the ball possession, with most of those touches coming in their own half. Sahil. Push back again towards Sahil. Again, trying to play out from the back. Priyansh Dubey. Trying to cut down the passing lanes are Muthoot FA. Yet to see the best of Serto Combe. Hasn't been on the ball enough, as much as he would have liked in the first half. Tamim gets dispossessed. Here comes Pasang, still going forward. Here's Pasang Duraji. A block just in the right time for Muthoot FA. Goes behind for a corner. Early bells for Muthoot FA here. Joby Joseph getting something behind that one. Sibajit, clearance straight away, but not as far as he would have wanted. He's been given. It looks like he has pointed to the spot. And Mohammad Anas goes into the ref's books. Dinesh Shivnarayan Yadav has made the decision. There's a clear push from behind on Amandeep from Mohammad Anas. Looks to be alright. And there's the signal. It's going to be Sibajit against Mohammad Anas. Sibajit against Mohammad Anas. into the bottom corner. They've got the lead back here. Mohun Bagan Supergiant through Sibajit Singh. It was a picture of concentration before he struck that towards the right of Anas, who gets it right, but couldn't quite get a strong hand behind that one. Perfectly taken penalty. 2-1 Mohun Bagan. Is it Sibajit? Muthoot. Will they have a response instantly in the second half? They found a bit lackadaisical at times. Struggled to get a string of passes together. Apart from that, penalty kick has been... it was a dry first half from their perspective. But here they are, trying to drive forward. Still Muthoot into the final third, trying to get away from Umar Mukhtar. I guess a bit of an interference, and the ball goes behind for a corner to Muthoot. The sixth corner of the game for them. It's that man again, Abin Rajan. It looked like Harshal Rahman would have been interested for a moment, but it was only brief. He's trying to get away from Hengson. Here's Abid. Targets the back post. And cleared away by Satoko. Here's Muthoot. Pasang Dorji pushes it back towards Sibajit, who goes further back towards Priyansh Dubey. It's a decent ball. It got something to make sure there wasn't a run being made towards the other side. Here's Tamim. Again, not on the same wavelength there. Abid and Harshal Rahman. Misplaced pass goes wide. Sweeps it away. Opens up towards the left. Here's Vian once again. Takes it from the distance. And more of a hope. A couple of changes at the halfway mark for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Tyson is on in place of Sandeep, and Engson has replaced Livan Castenha. Here's Mohun Bagan now, pretty swift with the movement, gets it inside the box, and the ball evades everyone. That come off a yellow shirt. Yes, there is a bit of a deflection right towards the very end from Tamim. There's going to be a corner. Sibajit corners the back post this time. Still alive for Vian. Knocked out. Here's it, Pasang. Couldn't quite get it past Tamim on that occasion. Back with Amandeep. Spreads it towards the left and find Serto Combe. Engson has been slotted in the back line along with Umar Mukhtar and Amandeep. This is Mohun Bagan trying to operate from the right. Jobin Joseph nonchalantly just knocks it out for a throw-in. Second ball was a shout. In comes Mohun Bagan once again. Playing those short, intricate passes. But not effective enough to get it into those dangerous spaces. Sibajit. A lot of space ahead for Engson now. Not quite sure what he was trying to do there. It hasn't been the best of days so far. Mohammad Anas has been beaten twice this morning. Press is a shout from the touchline. It's Muthoot can dispossess but win it back swiftly. Here's Harshal Rahman now. Again lofted forward. The idea was to try and get it over the back line and expect the run from Habib. Deft touch to shift it towards the right. Here's Abid. Jishnu. Getting himself into a bit of a space here. Spreads it towards the right. Here's Harshal. Still Harshal. Leaves it for Tamim, who gets the cross towards the back post. And a header put behind by a white shirt for a corner. Much better now from Muthoot. And that is something they'll have to try and keep doing on a consistent basis. They've lacked that quality in the final third in this fixture. They've lost account of how many corners they've got in this game. Back post and couldn't quite keep it in. As many as 8 set pieces, 8 corners. And still waiting for that one quality ball in the box. Priyansh this time. deciding to go long. There's Muthoot trying to win those 50-50 balls. Done well to get the possession. Marching forward now from wide on the left. Has got a beat waiting inside. Does well to get it away, and pretty soft in the end. Goes down on the ground. Has been asked by the ref to get back on his feet. Goal kick, Priyansh Dubey. Just lets it run through. Mohammad Tamim. Here's Arjun. One-on-one with Sahil. Knocks it out again. Trying to press in the last few minutes here, Muthoot. It's about that quality in the final third. They'll have to try and get it right. Trailing in the game at an hour mark. Tamim. Cleared away by Mohun Bagan. Here's Serto Kom with the touch. He's opened up nicely for Mohun Bagan. Can they try and break out? Trying to go from the distance. I'm not quite sure. He was trying to hit the target from there on. He had option towards the left in Serto Kom making that run. Here's Engson for Sibajit. The counter was well and definitely on that occasion. Here's Serto, beg your pardon, Sibajit, getting himself into those spaces from where he can try and push forward. Again, not the right passing option. Still got 2 quarters left in this game. I guess it out of that clutter. Here's Amandeep now. Picks it up, tries to find an option towards the right. Here's Muthoot. Here's Mohun Bagan now. Pretty swift to try and turn it towards the other side of the pitch. Pretty close passing options. Decides to go back towards Amandeep. Amandeep towards Sahil. Here's Serto. Was dropped deep. There's a run being made towards the right. Thompson. Headed out by Tamim. It looks like it was coming off of a white shirt. It's Tamim and Passan going for it. And in the end, coming off Passan Tamang Dorji. Press is the shout. Managed to get the clearance away. Mohun Bagan wins it back through Sibajit. There's Amandeep. Picks it up. Goes towards Priyanshu. Launches right into the middle of the park. Here's Vian. Drop deep for the collection. And Sivajit uncontested. There's no press. No press enough from Muthoot. Gets it out of that clutter once again and launches that in the air. Jan trying to get ahead to it. The ball finds a yellow shirt. Again, not allowed to turn there. In the end, gives away the foul. And a free kick to Muthoot. What do they have on the bench? Muthoot. They've got Alfas, who started the last game, has been benched for this fixture. And the forward options in Sias and Fable. It's a brilliant ball. Mohamed Anas read that one perfectly. Sibajit. Engson back with Sibajit. And threads it forward. Zengson gets it into those open spaces, spreads it to Eze Pasang Doji, but Tamim is right up there. Just knocks it out. He's had a good game, Mohamed Tamim. He's been able to keep Pasang Tamang quiet so far in this game. Pasang Tamang takes a touch. Jobin lofts that in the air. Serto Combe. There's Harshal Rahman. Presses a shout. Mohun Bagan wins it back through Engson, who drives forward. Engson gets dispossessed. Here's Harshal now on the turn, trying to bring it forward. And Amandeep keeping check of Harshal Rahman's tracks. Still chasing this game, Muthoot. Sahil. Pasang Tamang was the target. And misses out at the end. 23 minutes in the normal time. The second half penalty for Mohun Bagan Supergiant is what has got them back into the lead. There's Vian. Has dropped deep and has continued with his run. Has got options waiting inside. And a looping header gets it away. But only as far as Pasang, who's back to collect the crumbs. Here's Amandeep, who shifts it to his right. Here's Sibajit, lifts one over for the run being made by Serto Combe. Couldn't quite keep it in. Struggling to get the ball in the final third are Muthoot. There's Mohun Bagan. Slides into it. Harshal keeps it in, but gives the possession away. Here's Amandeep. Just drops it for Sahil. Makes that run forward. Here's Amandeep once again. Takes it, turns. Pushes it forward. Here's Amandeep now, continuing. And trying to pick out a pass towards the other side with a swift switch. Back with Amandeep. Calm, composed, pretty confident on the ball. Back flicks it towards Pasang. There's a nice bit of a space now for Mohun Bagan to work with. Tongsin towards the right. Back with Tongsin once again, a heavy touch. And Muthoot again gets dispossessed. Struggling to keep the ball. Muthoot FA. Here's Mohun Bagan from the right. And cleared out, but only as far as Engsen. Takes a touch and pushes back towards Sibajit. Here's Mohun Bagan. Tyson Singh with that cross. That was sent out. Again launched into the box. Acrobatic from Pasan Tamang. Goes well over. That was brilliantly done. I couldn't quite get the direction. And both of them going for the ball there. Looks like it's Sertocom, the other white shirt. Harshal Rahman has been taken out. And in comes Anal. Here's Tamim. Trying to pick out a pass and find a beat. Abhi and Amandeep. It's going to be a goal kick. Still haven't seen enough from Abid in this game. A drinks break in the second half with Mohun Bagan enjoying a slender lead at the moment. Still got 18 minutes to go. That's, of course, in the normal time. Opportunity for Mohun Bagan Muthoot FA to reflect, and this is how the first one went in. And on the other side of the pitch, it was Abid who managed to hit the target, done with absolute ease. In the second half, Shibajit beating Mohammad Anas quite comfortably. Back from the break. And time is running out for Muthoot FA. They want to get those 3 crucial points up for grab. Another change. So Mohammad Siyas is going to come on and he replaces Abid KB. Not quite certain if how effective that's going to be, because we've taken the leading scorer of the campaign. Here's Mohun Bagan now, trying to up the ante in the final third. Has got bodies forward. Push back. And gets it out of that clutter. They need to be swift with their passing options, precise with their decision making. And at the moment are going way too sideways. Trying to pick out a perfect ball into the final third. Here's Mohammad Tamim scanning up for options. Nasif. Being able to cut down the passing options for Muthoot, Mohun Bagan. Here's Tamim. Anil gets a touch, sends it back. Joseph. Pretty patient with their build-up. Sometimes you'll have to try and avoid the perils of perfection. And try and make things work out. Squares up his body, tries to play Arjun in. Goes wide of him. A change for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Mohammad Niyaj is going to come on. And he replaces the goal scorer, Vian Vijay. Started with the back four. Muthoot in possession has shifted into back three, back two. I've tried to get the numbers in the center of the park to try and get that passing game going. It hasn't been effective so far. And they would hope the last 15 minutes they are right on top of their game. There have been some fresh legs introduced. Still got to be a bit swift in their transitions. Mandeep goes down on the ground, and that's going to be a foul. That is Mohammad Sias trying to get his contribution going. Again, launched forward and gets a knock to it. Into the last 13 minutes of the normal time. Deep has controlled the back line really well. And picks it up. Niaz, first touch. Muthoot trying to bring forward. Outnumbered. He's got the ball back, but has conceded a foul, I believe. Here's Muthoot now. Chances have been far and few from their liking. Mohun Bagan has been right on the money in terms of controlling the game, especially in the final third, especially performing their defensive duties. Conceded only one goal in the regional qualifiers, Mohun Bagan. There's Priyansh Dubey. Press it towards his right. Long ball pushed forward towards Seto Kom. There's Niyaj waiting centrally. He's got the run of Pasan Tamangdoji from the other side. Tongson. Tyson. Back with Tongson. Forced to go back. Sibajit shifts it towards Sahil. Heads it back. Sent back exactly into the direction where it came from. Back with Pasang. One-on-one with Tamim. And still finds a bit of a space. Here comes Niaz with his first involvement. Here's Niaz going all the way through. And Anas makes himself absolutely big and just knocks it behind for a corner to Mohun Bagan. He's got pace. Mohammad Niaz. And just before he could roll it over. Niaz with a very good clearance in the end. And who's it going to be? Is it going to be Sibajit once again? Looks like it's Pasang. Couldn't quite beat the first line of defense. Here's Muthoot. Can they try and hit them on the counter? Here's Arjun. Tyson gets there first. And Priyanshu sets it in the air, and that's going to be a handball. Into the last 10 minutes of the normal time. Will we have a repost from Muthoot? Hasn't been the bestest of their games so far. But that can swiftly change. All they need is a bit of inspiration to draw out of somewhere. But they'll have to go through a pretty strong, a pretty organized Mohun Bagan Supergiant side. Here's Muthoot once again. Anil marching forward. Tamim is wide open towards the right. Looks up. Waits for the movement up the pitch. Shiaz gets controlled by Amandeep, who gets the ball and pushes towards his right. Coming together. Turned out a bit clumsy in the end. Tamim with a quick restart to find Shiaz. But Pasan Tamang is there for the collection. Here's Seto Kom. He's dropping deep. Engson. Sibajit. Yellow shirt gets there first. Here's Muthoot through Abin. Anil. Some space to work with. Here's Tamim joining the party. Shiaz. Arjun, beg your pardon. And gets dispossessed. Namandeep just knocks it out in the end. And 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Time is running out if you are Muthoot. Scored goals for fun in the last two phases. Scored 15 in the 5 games in the regional qualifiers. 21 in 10. Averaging 2.1 goal per game. And that's how it's going to be. It's going to get tougher and tougher as you go deeper into the competition. left over with 12 sides, 6 in each group, playing the top talent. Waved off by the ref, or the linesman rather. Here's Muthoot. Bean squares it towards Anil. A heavy first touch. Gets dispossessed as well. Can he try and win it back? He does eventually. Pretty strong. Finds Tamim. Tamim collects. Passes on to Anil. Spreads it towards Arjun. Continues with a run towards the right. Gets the ball back. Pushes it towards Arjun once again. Arjun drives forward. Goes down on the ground, and that's going to be a free kick. That is definitely in the range for Muthoot. And a couple of changes. Mohammad Samir is going to come on. And now it goes Abin Rajan. Was that a good game? A very good first half. Some fresh legs in the last 5 minutes plus the stoppages for Muthoot. And Fable as well is being introduced in place of Mohammad Sias. I'm not quite sure if that's a forced change because Sias came on the pitch a short while back. And that was in the second half. He's had a very good game, the captain, Harmandeep, one of the leading lights of the back line, along with Raj Basfor. Is not in the squad today. Yash was on the pitch and will have a crack at it. He's trying to get them a bit narrow there, Priyansh Dubey. Right, Yash Salunke to get this game back to level terms. It strikes just over the crossbar. That was brilliantly done. That would have been a remarkable introduction. Struck firmly. It was curling back in. It was a game of millimeters in the end. Good attempt in the end by Yash Salunke. And Priyansh Dubey has gone down on the ground. And confirmation of that change. Nias was introduced a short while back for Mohun Bagan Supergiant, who had a crack at Muhammad Anas. Pasan Tamang is going to come off and will be replaced by Tapan Haldar. And Sertocombe makes his way for Vaifi. So fresh legs on both the sides. Vaifi did score in the zonal group stage. Memory serves me right, it was against East Bengal FC. Takes it down and continues going forward. There's a Tapan Halda. The first couple of touches. Already into his groove there. There's Amandeep. YP. Back with Amandeep. Thompson gets the deflection and goes out. It's just going to be about game management from here on for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, who came here with a job to do. They had to get those 3 crucial points to try and stretch that lead. Still early days. It's number 1 versus number 2 in the points table. But today, it looks like Mohun Bagan have managed to get those 3 points and get themselves to 6. They still have to wait for the added on time into the last few seconds in the regulation time here. And here's Muthoot FA. And that funds first goal because of a defensive error. I'll just come back to haunt them. Joseph being the guilty party on that occasion. Here's Muthoot now. He's got a couple of options waiting inside the box. Gets the cross. They've got the back line perfectly in place. Tapan Halda was chasing after it. 3 minutes have been added on as stoppages. Lifts it towards the left side and ends up overhitting it rather. Well, that just sums up the day for Muthoot FA. Haven't been one of their best games, best performances rather. Just 1 defeat in the 15 games they've played this season, in this competition rather. There's Muthoot FA now. Probably took a touch too many. Wasn't allowed to turn. Here's Naseef combining with Joseph. Naseef knocks it down. Here's YP. Niaj. Still Niaj. Goes square for YP. YP gets dispossessed by Arjun and knocked out by Thompson. Reluctantly goes out of the park there. He wanted to get on with the game. Is Muthoot FA with a push forward. We've hardly seen them in the final third right throughout. Here they come once again. And spreads it towards Arjun. Arjun gets across. Anal, an acrobatic. It would have always been difficult for Fable to try and keep it goalwards from there on. He tried his best. Sebajit sends it up. Still hustling. Want to win the second ball. Launched in the air by Harmandeep. Just wanted to get it away. Here's Naseef. Harmandeep playing those triangles now. Pushes it down the line and knocked out by YP. Here's Samad. Carrying forward our Muthoot now from wide in the left. Gets the cross, invites the clearance. Sibajid is right up there. Back with Muthoot once again. Forced to go back. Here's Joseph. Dinks one over. And Umar Mukhtar sees it through. 90 seconds in the stoppages. It's going to be a very good victory for Mohun Bagan. Clearance from Umar Mukhtar. Niyaz takes turns trying to release the man on the far right. They just want to keep the ball on this side of the pitch and see the game through. Tyson links up with Niyaz. Niyaz does well, does brilliantly to win it back. Here's Niyaz. Can he try and go all the way? Hits the target. Oh, just over. That was a brilliant move from Mohammad Niyaz. Does ever so well to get the ball back and then drives forward and takes a shot at the target. Goes just over. So there comes a full stop to this game. Mohun Bagan Supergiant with a strike in the first half and a shot from the penalty spot in the second. Have managed to secure those three crucial points up for grab this morning. Muthoot got a goal back in the first half itself. Couldn't quite be at their telling best right throughout the 90 minutes. So that's the full-time scoreline. Mohun Bagan Supergiant 2, Muthoot 1. This is how the second half panned out. Pasan Tamang drove the ball forward. He had a very good game, Pasan Tamang. And this was the moment, the decisive moment in the context of the game. There's a push from Mohammad Anas. Referee points to the spot and was well struck. There was nothing came back from Muthoot right throughout the game. had as many as 8 or 9 corners. They lacked that finishing touch. Those deliveries in the final third were letting them down right throughout. Mohammad Niaz came out and had a couple of decent runs in the final third. Mohammad Anas making sure he keeps him out that time. This was brilliantly struck by Yash Salunke. His first effort. And right towards the very end, Niaz taking one more shot at the target. Goes just over the crossbar on that occasion. And that's the full-time stats. 53% of the ball to Mohun Bagan, 47% to Muthoot FA, 11 chances with 8 landing on target with 2 goals. 8 chances created by Muthoot FA, just 3 on target. 13 tackles to 10 for both the sides, 4 corners to Mohun Bagan, 6 to Muthoot FA, and were flagged offside a couple of times, the team from Kerala. This was the Group B fixture between Mohun Bagan Supergiant and Muthoot FA, and that's the full-time scoreline. Mohun Bagan get their second victory of the national group stage and sit pretty right on top of the pile with 6 points from the 2 games they've played. We've got a couple more games lined up for today. Do join us again for some very exciting games coming ahead. Until then, this is Junaid Ahmed signing off.